think people will say, well, Coach, why are you so excited about this win? It's not just a win tonight, it's the way we won. Our guys had a tough first half. We couldn't get much going, especially against their zone. We scrapped what we were doing against their zone at halftime. Went more to a man-to-man offensive look, got a couple of easy baskets. And I'm just so proud of our guys. This was a game we could have easily laid down and quit because Coach Anderson is doing a great job with his team under the circumstances. They lost, double-digit games in a row, and now they've come back and they beat Arkansas at home. They beat Vanderbilt at home. They lost a tough one at Texas A&M. So under the circumstances, he really has his ball club playing at a high level with Barnett and Phillips, and we did a good job against those guys defending the three-point line. We rebounded better in the second half, and then the two young guys that are up here on the podium, Bryson Key and Dejon Ingram, they really triggered our comeback with their decision-making, shot-making, attacking the basket with their defense and rebounding. So, a lot of guys on our team deserve credit, but Bowler rebounded the basketball, but no more than these two young guys that are sitting here. So I'm really proud of our guys. I'm really proud of these two guys because they really grew up tonight, especially in the last 5 to 7 minutes of the game.
Thank you, Coach. Let's take a question for Dejon and Braxton. Go ahead, Cecil.
For Dejon, they hit kind of a funny three-pointer right at the shot clock buzzer and went up 7 points with about 6 minutes to go. What was your mindset in those last 5 or 6 minutes?
Just stay poised and just continue to do what we were doing, and that was executing the offense because we wasn't executing the offense in the first half. So we just wanted to keep playing defense and go down and keep scoring.
Another question for Braxton.
How big was it, sorry about that, Dejon, to finally you get even and then the back-to-back threes, just kind of psychologically to get the lead away from them with about 4 minutes left, after you'd been fighting back the whole time?
Yes, that was big for us. Braxton came off the screen, fouled me, and I was able to knock it down. And Coach Avery told me that, all of us, if we're open, step up to it and shoot it with confidence, and that's what I did.
Questions for, go ahead, Cecil.
Yeah, go with Braxton. I know Coach is sitting next to you, but what was said to the extent that you can repeat it at halftime after y'all scored 18 points?
So I was calm at halftime season. I didn't even raise my voice. You can ask him. He'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, like he said, he was calm. He just said, guys, the shots will fall. Just stick with it. We should be doing better on defense. I think we gave up a lot of offense rebounds. They're outboarding us in the first half, I believe. So just stick with it, play good defense, and then just run more and just try and get out in transition, get easy baskets to get us going.
Anything else for either of the players before I let them go? All right, good.
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, we'll go ahead and take questions for Coach Johnson this time.
And let me just kind of expound on that last question. At halftime, we have a lot of different procedures in place. Sometimes we'll watch film, sometimes I'll talk to the team, and we watched a couple of edits and we looked in terms of where the holes were in their zone. We thought we had some backdoor opportunities that we didn't capitalize on, and early in the second half when they went to zone, you saw us get a layup with Riley going backdoor. So I like the way our guys executed and shot fake and got the ball in the middle of their zone, and we just got bodies moving, the ball moving more, and it seemed to carry over for us in terms of our body language, energy, and we got in a pretty good rhythm.
Coach, at halftime, was it more, can't believe we only scored 18 points, or I can't believe we're only down 5 the way we shot the ball?
I just think it's the cycles of the season. You just never know what one game will bring to the next game. Our last game, we didn't play well in the first half either. I think we scored 20 points. So we've had 2 games where we've scored 18 and 20 points in back-to-back games. So it's all correctable errors. And if you notice in the first half, we missed too many layups. So yes, wide open threes or contested threes, we talk a lot about those, but we missed too many layups. I think it was 5, 6 or 7 layups in the first half that were all makeable. But give them credit. They put a lot of pressure on us. They don't allow you just to drive down the lane uncontested. When you're talking about Barnett and Pure and Woods. Those guys are some big bodies, man. They cover a lot of ground. And Phillips is fast, and of course Walton is one of the strongest guards in the league, so they don't make it easy on you.
Coach, 5 points for Jordan Barnett. How much of a focus was he for you guys coming into this game?
He was a major focus, huge focus. We had, probably about 5 different stars by his name in the locker room. We thought if he continued to play like he's been playing recently, we weren't going to be in great shape, and neither is Phillips. Phillips was a big point of emphasis. So when you play against Missouri, you got to do a good job on Phillips with his ball screens. You got to really try to close out the Barnett and take away his space. Van Leer got away from us one time when we didn't switch properly. But again, if you'd have told me, we come into Missouri the way they've been playing here at home recently against Vanderbilt and Arkansas, and they would score 54 points, I would take it. And even in our last game, we were playing against one of the highest scoring teams in our league, and they scored 67 points, but we just couldn't generate enough offense. So we're an emerging offensive team. If we can continue to find ways to finish in the paint, make our wide open shots, make our free throws, they are free, then we'll continue to improve offensively to go along with our defense.
Coach, you mentioned Dejan in your opening remarks, but he's had some games where he's struggled protecting the ball, making the best decisions. So how did you feel in the final 5 minutes? Is that a step up, a step forward?
Well, let me give you the bad news first. We still like to go to drive baseline, jump in the air on what we call a trampoline, and make passes that are not there. There's nobody home. And if we can continue to correct that, where he will bring it back out, take a shot, or swing it to the other side with safe passes, then we're really going to go to the next level. But I'm really proud of Dejan because, he's had some rough games this year, but he keeps getting better and better and better. And we meet and we're in our quarterback meetings, and he's learning more and more how to play the position. And today we had him on the ball, we had him off the ball. We had Braxton run some point forward there, late in the game, and Dejan was off the ball, and then he made his spot up shot. So, here's a kid that's still growing. He's coming. And I'm proud of the way he not only played offensively tonight, but his defense.
And just one follow-up, you were really down to almost a 7-man rotation tonight. Was Corbin 100%?
He's been banged up all year. And I'm sure you heard about AJ. AJ, has an MRI yesterday and, had a little bit of a strained abdominal, but he played and he wanted to play, and he's not 100%, but his 6 points off the bench was huge for us, just to keep us going a little bit. But, Corbin's been kind of banged up, but I know he's going to be fired up to play against LSU on Saturday.